Alright, match number 3 on the play. Alright, we have an awkward hand in that we can't cast our Curd Ape turn 1. But we can go turn 2 Nilia's Presence, turn 3, maybe a Freighter, turn 4 crew the Freighter and bolt something hopefully. This hand isn't great, but I think I'm going to try to keep it. Lonely Sandbar, Quizali Pride Mage. So now do I want to be aggressive and start attacking for 3 a turn, or do I want to get my Nilia's Presence down so I can play my red spells? I think I'd rather be aggressive. Plus there's a chance that I could draw an untapped land, and it could potentially be a mountain next turn. Chainer's Edict. Well, that's not great. Nilia's Presence, okay. Still no land. Chittering Rats. Well, this is bad. Can't cast anything. Pass the turn. I thought this was standard blue-black control, but they're playing Chittering Rats, so I don't really know what's going on. Evoke a Muldrifter. This is probably a deck that's playing Undying Evil, if they have Chittering Rats and Muldrifter in the same deck. Alrighty. I could pick up the... oh, I should have bolted that last turn. I can pick up the forest so that I don't have to recast the Nilia's Presence. And so I'll have red mana next turn. Or I can pick up the Nilia's Presence for the draw. I think I want the draw. Compulsive Research, see what they discard. Guildgate. And another Edict. Alright, Abundant Growth or Nilia's Presence first. I'm going to go with Abundant Growth so I can play a red spell. I think I'm just going to wait. Muldrifter. They are getting a ton of value. They missed a land drop and discarded a second Muldrifter, or a third Muldrifter rather, to hand size. Which is nuts. Which means they're not flashing back Compulsive Research next turn at least. Let's go with 2 creatures. So we can block. Play a Terramorphic, pass the turn. Alright, they're attacking here. I'm going to block and block. Most likely they have something like a Disfigure. I don't think they have a way to kill both of these with 1 card. Echoing Decay, okay. Dead Weight. So they finished off both of them. Alright, what to do this turn? I think I would like to play Renegade Freighter and kill the Muldrifter. And I want to kill the Muldrifter before they have Undying Evil available. I just want to remove their clock. I want to remove their blockers for Freighter. Alright, they choose to counterspell this. Unearth the Chittering Rats. And another Chittering Rats. Alright. getting rid of one of the rats. Picking up the Lenny growth again, so I can draw a card again. And let's see what they can do. Preordain. I would really like to be able to win before they can start flashing back the Chainer's Edicts, but that's probably not going to happen. They go top and top with Preordain. Archaeomancer. Get back on Earth. And then they just get to unearth the Chittering Rats. These guys are not messing around when it comes to card advantage. Kozali Pride Mage. Okay, let's do that. I could also play Renegade Freighter first, but I think it's better to play Pride Mage. Do I want to trade 3 and 5 damage, or 3 and 4 damage? I think I do. Let's see what their follow-up is. Not going to block here. Ghostly Flicker. Oh my goodness. Well, even with Peregrine Drake dead, I guess Ghostly Flicker is still in the metagame. And by the metagame, I mean this one specific blue-black Flicker deck. I don't think I can possibly win here. Wow, this is nuts. Oh, looks they actually go infinite here because Ghostly Flicker. They get back the Ghostly Flicker, and now I'm stuck with this on top of my library every single turn for the rest of the game. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, good game. So how can I beat that? Vines of Vastwood can stop half of a Ghostly Flicker. What else? Like Trickery, Ray of Revelation do nothing. Pyroblast is definitely coming in. Ancient Grudge does nothing, so I want the Pyroblast. I probably don't want the Vines, but I might want the Vines. They don't stop Chainer's Edict, notably. So since they're removal heavy, I'm going to cut all 3 Renegade Freighter. If they can clear all my creatures, then the Freighter does nothing, and they can often clear all my creatures, so I just rather that would be a creature. 3 more cuts. I think I'm actually going to keep both the Vines in. I'm going to cut Abundant Growth. They don't actually help me with Domain. And they're nice with Core Skyfisher, but all they do is cycle and fix my mana, and they're going to give me a little bit of time to be able to fix my mana, so I'd rather just have more action spells. And we'll submit. Would like to play first. Alright. Turn 1, fetch. Turn 2, bolt something, maybe. Turn 3, Rioteers. I guess this isn't awful. We'll keep it. It's got lands and spells. We need to draw more creatures, though. Alright, passing with counterspell available, so I probably should not play Rioteers this turn. Normally I would put this on the plains here, but I think they're going to counterspell this, which they did, and I'd rather leave up a red mana to be able to lightning bolt. And they pass. And I think I have to kind of go for the Rioteers here. I could wait till I resolve Annihilate Presence, so it's a 5/5 and more resilient to removal. But I don't think they have any single card that kills a 3/3 and not a 4 and not a 5/5. And they do have counterspell magic available. Then again, what else could they have even done this turn? They could have evoked a Mulldrifter. They couldn't have played Rats. If they had preordained in their hand, they would have played it the turn before potentially, unless they really wanted to counterspell my 3-drop. I'm not winning this game by waiting, so I think I'm going to just be a little bit aggressive here and hope they don't have the second counterspell. Alright, they did. have 12 damage in hand right now. If they don't play a Dismal Backwater and gain a life, I only need 8 more. Vines of Aswood is not a good draw. Chittering Rats. There's an argument for me trying to bolt that right now, because I don't have multiple red mana available to bolt in response to bolt. But I'd rather make them try to do something with it first and then me blow them out, because I'm pretty far behind this game. Alright. They have Counterspell up. They can counter this if they like. They decide not to, probably because they have Unearth in hand. Evolving Wilds is an awful draw. I'm not going to kill the Archaeomancer until they try to flicker it. Another Archaeomancer for Counterspell again. This is the craziest deck ever. I love it so much. Blue-black greedy control. I'm not actually even sure how greedy it actually is. Unearth the Chittering Rats. Oh my gosh. And they don't counter that again. Even though they do have 2 counter spells in hand. I feel like they should have countered it. I obviously don't have that much going on, and that doubles their clock from 10 turns to 5. Chittering Rats. Oh, this is a great game. Not really. The game is awful. But it is really funny, and I really like their deck. Chittering Rats? Yep, sure. That makes sense. And I'm just going to get this out of my hand. I'd rather not redraw it. I'd rather it be in the graveyard than on top of my deck. There's a little backwater. And to stop their Chittering Rat shenanigans, I'll just get empty-handed. Probably should have done this earlier, but I didn't realize just how many times they could recur it. And they still have the second counter spell in hand, along with 2 other mystery cards. And I'm dead in about 4 turns, maybe 5. They decide to let my blocker resolve. Probably because they have a removal spell for it. Yep, there's the Edict. I really want to play their deck. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see me play it, because I really want to play it. Dimir Flicker. Flicker control. What would you call the combination of Chittering Rats and Archaeomancer? Top control? Lantern control? The Lockout? Dimir Lockout? Someone come up with a good name for the deck, and then I'll play it. Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. Alrighty. And they kill me. Well, that's a pretty neat deck. Unearth, Flicker, Counter Spells, Chainer's Edicts, Preordains, and these 2 creatures. Well, GG to our opponent. And once again, let me know in the comments below if you want to see me play this deck. It's probably too late for your input, because I'm so in love with it, I'm probably just going to play it anyway. But still, let me know. Alright, on to the next match.